Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Someone wrote in and wanted to know if I believed whether or not it's true that we could wish bad on someone, maybe someone who's offended us or someone who's deeply hurt us, if we can wish something bad to happen to them, or just the fact that they hurt us, if that can make something bad happen to them. And no, I don't believe that. That would be very similar to a curse. I don't believe that anybody has the ability to put a curse on anyone. I think it's a wonderful moneymaker out there for the charlatans. I mean, a lot of the psychics out there will that you can go into these stores. I know there's a store down the Jersey Shore that I pass by, and I kind of chuckle when I go by it, and that has spells inside, and they have a cauldron, and it's just garbage. It's just not true. It's not credible, and it's not true. I think that if a person goes to a psychic and believes that garbage, that somebody has a curse on them, I believe that, there's such a thing as being too careful. Like if a psychic says to somebody, oh, I think you're going to trip on stairs, you're going to try to be too careful and you probably will trip. Or somebody says, oh, you're going to have an accident, you kind of, drive extra cautious, and, little things can happen, but you can bring those things on yourself just by being overly cautious. But nobody has the ability to put a curse on you, and nobody has the ability to take anything off you because it doesn't exist. It's not true. I think that when people hurt us sometimes in our lives, that maybe we may not be happy with that person, and sometimes people get so angry they'll say, "Oh, I wish this person would die," or "I wish something would happen to that person. I hope they suffer like they made me suffer." Things like that. And I always used to say to my kids growing up, don't ever wish anything bad on anybody. Say a prayer and just let it go. Just say a prayer and let it go. Because when we harbor ill feelings about someone who's hurt us, it just festers. It's almost like a cancer that grows inside of you, and it just festers and festers. So what I've learned to do is, if somebody has hurt me in my life, really hurt me, I just cut them out, and that's it. I forget about them. They don't exist for me anymore. That's the way I do it. And I've been like this from a very young age. I just have the ability to walk away from somebody and not look back. And I'm grateful that I have this ability, and I'm grateful that my left brain can stop all thoughts about them or thinking about them, because that's better and healthier for me. And you just cut them out and you're done with it. But I don't believe that, I don't think it's healthy for you to wish bad on anyone else, and I don't believe that you wishing bad on anybody else is going to make bad come to them. Okay, what I think it does is it brings on negativity to you, and you dwell on it, and it's not good to dwell on. So I don't give anybody the ability. Nobody has the ability to put a curse on you. Nobody has the ability to create spells which will make things happen to other people. It's just such garbage that's out there. But a lot of people buy into that stuff. I did a reading the other night. It was a woman, and I told her I am not a psychic. I do only mediumship, and the messages came in, and she took most of the information. Some things she didn't understand, and I said, well, you'll understand before the end of the reading, or you'll understand when you talk to your mother or your husband when you get home. I said, if there's anything you didn't understand, but I don't do psychic readings. She said, but I want to know about the future for my children. I said, but I told you, I don't do psychic readings. Psychic readings cannot be validated. I said to her, I can sit here and tell you, oh, your kids are going to be great and everything's going to be fine, and that's what you want to hear. But that doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm wrong, but it certainly doesn't mean I'm right. And like I explained to this person, we can change our own future events by making better choices, and everybody has their own journey. But anyway, I got off the beaten path a little bit, but nobody has that ability we don't have that ability. Sometimes we say something about somebody, or we feel a certain way about somebody, and then we hear that something happened to that person. We feel bad. We feel guilty. And, it's the humanness in us when someone hurts us that we want to hurt back in some way. And you don't want to hurt anybody, of course, physically. So sometimes you think about them, or you wish not such nice things on them. And like I said, that only brings negativity to yourself. So it's best just to let it go. And that's the end of it. So nobody has that ability. Nobody can wish you harm, and you don't have the ability to wish anyone else harm, and that harm come to them. Okay, so put your mind at ease, and don't worry about that kind of stuff anymore, because it's just not true. It's not the way God and the universe works, and it's best just to let these people walk by and let these situations go. Okay, so I hope that answered your question, and as always, I leave you in God's love and light.